By the way, is Cornyn on tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
John Cornyn is going to be on the program tomorrow, and as you know, we're not necessarily a fan of John Cornyn.
So to his credit, he's coming on anyway.
To his credit, he's coming on.
Nobody does that.
No. And, you know, he is, we used to be huge fans of John Cornyn. But, you know, as always, they get there and they start to play the game and start to believe that, well, you don't understand how the game is played. We're not playing a game. That's the thing. That's the disconnect with the American people. We're not playing a game. You are. We are standing for principles, and we are asking you to do the same thing. When you go into Washington, it is a hornet's nest. It is nasty. We've known it because we've seen it. We have seen it firsthand, and people don't really understand. I mean, I think the number one response I get from people who go to Washington is, Glenn, it's much worse than even you think it is. No, I've been pretty clear. That's why I've asked the one question that everybody always makes fun of me on. How is your soul? Because I'm very clear. Because I have seen it firsthand, and I've also worked in television, and I think it's very much the same. If you don't know who you are, if you don't know what's important, and if your feet are not firmly planted on the ground, and you know who your master is, you will not survive, because your weakness, whatever it is, will be exploited. Let me give you this. You know, there's a story about Trey Rydell. What is the story? I mean, I know that he was busted on drug possession, but do you know the full story beyond that?
Not beyond that, no.
Okay. I didn't realize that I had met Trey. He is he's a guy that was kind of a Tea Party candidate from Florida, and he went down, he went up to Washington, and he was in there, and now he's been busted with drug possession. I just got this in from a friend of mine, and Rick said the first day that I met you, Glenn. Now listen to this story. The first day I met you, Glenn, was the day that Trey Rydell announced that he was going to run for Congress. It was the day that you first appeared at the Naples Town Hall. Trey introduced himself at a private pre-function as I looked on. Now, so here's a guy who's a friend of mine who I didn't know at the time, and he's watching me have private conversations with people, and he's just kind of hanging out and watching. And I didn't remember meeting Trey, but apparently we did here. He remembered it because it was kind of an uncomfortable meeting. He said, Glenn listened on intently and asked one simple question. How's your soul, Trey? Trey didn't stop his cell. Glenn stopped him mid-sentence and said, Trey, how is your soul? Rydell responded, quote, it's fine. What does that have to do with it? Glenn, everything. If you're not right with God, Washington will destroy you or corrupt you, end quote. I felt a chill down my spine at that moment. I wasn't sure why at the time. Now I know. Whatever your weakness is, and this goes not just for Washington, this goes for anything. Whatever it is that you want, it will be given to you. Whatever it is your weakness is, it will find you. In Washington or business, it doesn't matter. And if you don't know who you are, before you ever pray for success, pray that you are tested and your metal is hardened. As once you have hardened metal, if you stay the course every day, you'll make it. You'll make it. But boy, the trials and the tribulations getting there, there's every force on earth that is going to try to stop you from making it. And it usually, you go back and you look and there's a little gateway and it looked totally harmless. It was just totally like, you know what? It was just, it's like the mayor of Toronto. Oh, it was just, I only smoked crack once. Oh, okay.